Stan has been an advocate, ambassador, and friend of the University of Washington for decades. We are so grateful for the years of leadership here at the University of Washington, not only as a regent, but in so many capacities. And we are deeply proud to count Stan as an alumnus whose commitment to better the world has made an impact on a global scale.
When you look at the kind of work history that he has compiled and the types of really important regional, national, and world sort of impacts are associated with him, I guess, the really sophisticated way to describe him would be as like total rock star.
Stan's contributions are about placing the University of Washington, placing Washington State in this bigger context, which is this bigger context of the world, right? And how we have to see ourselves as these global citizens. Stan is someone who continues to say we need to think about others, think about being open, and thinking about the world of trade, of development, and of prosperity for all.
I don't think people really realize the significant contributions that he has had, not just in the Pacific Northwest and not just dealing with US-China, but really America. He was the one that really enabled the trade and commerce between China and the United States, and especially the Pacific Northwest region.
The real hero of that was Stan, because he was the one that came up with the idea and worked it through, and his set of values would indicate that international trade is one of the best ways to stabilize the world and keep things working the way they should be working.
When he worked for Senator Magnuson, he was really the one who wrote and drafted the civil rights law that we all now take for granted, and which of course is more important than ever before.
He really captures the essence of what it means to be a public lawyer. If you go back to his tenure as a Magnuson aide, some of the policy work there, just really, literally amazing. He's been a mentor, he's been my law partner, and a friend. We have a lot of power, as it were, and to use that power in a way which gives back to your community and to really helps to better your world. And he felt that deeply, and he was a missionary, if you will, for that.
I don't know that there are very many other programs at premier law schools that have achieved the reputation and impact of the Barra Fellows. What he did was to tremendously contribute to the diversity of the law school. In terms of bringing in an array of incredibly talented and thoughtful international lawyers and scholars who have so significantly enriched our environment.
I'm totally grateful for the opportunity that the law school and Stan Barra gave it to me. Totally. I will be in debt forever. Nobody expects to pay back when somebody gave us a gift. Nobody. And when somebody gave us a gift, it's a gift. So when they choose you as example or something, they don't expect to pay back at all. But they do expect to pay back to humanity, what they did it to you. And that's what I'm trying to do.
Just to bring up from his background and our background, the Jewish terminology tikkun olam, the repairing of the world. And he is the type that has managed to actually repair the world through all of the things that he has done and continues to do in our society here.
I think Stan has left a legacy that will outlast all of us when it comes to demonstrating how a person who has achieved great success in business and economic success can live a great life, enjoy the fruits of their labor, but not forget the people who they meet along the way.
Since I have known him, the best thing about my relationship with Stan is we laughed a lot. We had different political views, but we never got mad. I mean, it was just fun. And so That's my favorite memory of him over the years is the fun that we had talking and debating and insulting each other.
We both found that we had a lovely enjoyment with fishing. And so we started going on fishing trips, and that led to going on fishing trips all over the world practically. Stan's a very kind and generous person, and he's been very generous to a lot of associations and a lot of things he believes in.
You know, with all the events happening in our world right now, I've thought a lot about Stan's view of law. And Stan, I want to thank you for that. The need to keep working for equality, not only because it's the right thing to do, but because inequality is so destabilizing. It's just awesome that you've had that vision and that you've helped to bring that forward at UW Law School.
I know that one thing in this era of social isolation we can't do, but we certainly would if we were there right now, is give you a big hug, because your personality, your being, your thoughts, they made a huge difference for all of us.
Thank you to you and Alta from the bottom of my heart. Your generosity is legendary. Your impact and legacy will be felt throughout this region, country, and world. I am so happy I was able to join the chorus of people who are letting you know how very much you mean to us.
Thank you for your leadership and vision, and for all the ways that you have enabled the University of Washington to honor our mission.
Thank you, Stan. Thank you, Stan.